new additions, Josh Donaldson, Noah Syndergaard. Man, Syndergaard was actually very easy to get. All you had to do was have David Ortiz as your chosen captain in Diamond Dynasty. You had to be over level 30, so that means you have to play the game a lot pretty much, and you had to have 1,250 tickets. And over the past couple days, I think the missions, if you go to the captains and see what the mission is, and you rack up tickets that way easily, I think the mission was play with players that had less than a 60 fielding, and you racked up tickets. I think, yeah, you only had to get like 100 innings played, and you got 25 tickets. Doesn't sound like a lot, but every game you play, I was just playing Conquest, and every Conquest game you played, I was getting at least 5 or 6 tickets. Plus, with the missions, I had like 800 when I first saw Syndergaard anyway. But correct me if I'm wrong, was Syndergaard not only a gold when the game first came out? Now he is a diamond. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he was only a gold when the game first came out, but now he's a diamond. And once I saw him, and I was just racking up innings with these shitty players. I mean, you do make a lot of errors when you play with guys with shitty fielding, just doing those missions. It can be a little bit frustrating, but man, it is worth it. Syndergaard is on the team, and man, was he pitching absolutely lights out, as you saw in the top of the first, getting some early Ks. I think I struck out the side, and I also got Josh Donaldson, who was up at the plate next. I got him even more easily than Syndergaard, if you can believe that. All I did, I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but all I did was take over the Red Sox stronghold in Conquest, and then the item reward that the game gave me was Josh Donaldson. I almost shit my pants when I saw that. That was one of the best rewards I've ever gotten in a game. All I did was take over the stronghold easily, and then I go back to the menu, and all I see is Josh Donaldson on the screen. But those are the 2 new additions, and this dude I was playing, he had a pretty stacked team too, man. My team is pretty good, and this guy's team was pretty damn good too. Mike Trout is at the plate. He also had Bryce Harper. He had Buster Posey. He had I think he only had the normal Alex Rodriguez. I forget who else he had, but he had a pretty decent, he had D. Gordon, so he had a stacked team. This guy should have been playing better than he really did play. He's trying to lay one down with 2 strikes. That is probably the only way this guy was going to make contact on that heater, man. If you notice I'm throwing a lot of heaters in this game, that is why this guy could not keep up with the Noah Syndergaard heater. I'm not even sure what the hell that guy was doing right there. That could have been an easy out. He decided not to throw it, or his circle button must have been broken for those 5 seconds. But yeah, he could not keep up with the heat. If you notice I'm throwing a lot of heaters, then don't be like, you don't even throw that many off-speed pitches, man. I wasn't throwing off-speed pitches because every single time I was throwing off-speed pitches, he was making contact, and he could not keep up with the heater. And Syndergaard with one of the best performances I have seen from a pitcher in any game ever. And here is the Roy Junkie right here. A-Rod is coming to the plate. I'm starting him off with a heater away. Look at that, 90. That's 99, 98 miles per hour. That is very, very difficult to keep up with, man. Whenever you have a pitcher who can throw that heat, that is very difficult to hit, man. This guy was not sitting on the heater. When you have a pitcher like this, you need to sit on the fastball and then just adjust from there, because this guy, if he was sitting on the heater, he could have at least foul tipped some of them. He was swinging and missing at almost all of them, and sometimes he wasn't even swinging. This guy didn't even want to swing. He was just stepping up to the plate, and he didn't even want to move the bat off his shoulders. Getting another K. Don't even know how many that is up until this point. But yeah, Ozzie Smith, this guy, I cannot get a base hit with this guy unless I lay one down. I'm not even joking. Every single time I step up to the plate with Ozzie Smith, I can't get a base hit. But Syndergaard almost getting a base hit. The first hit of the game for the team. If you notice, I have not got a hit yet. And Ichiro back up at the plate, swinging at a terrible pitch. That looked like it was going to be way out of the strike zone. Well, not way out of the strike zone, but definitely out of the strike zone. I swing at that and just fly it out. So I still have no hits through 3 innings, and I was kind of panicking at this point, but I had the ace on the mound, man. Nobody was touching any of this shit, and as I say that, he drives one to left center. I think that was with Ian Kinsler, and that was an off-speed pitch, man. I think that was a slider or a changeup down in the strike zone, And after that, I was like, all right, I'm not going to throw that many off-speed pitches anymore because he could not keep up with the heater like I was saying before. And he was just sitting on the off-speed pitches, and I didn't want to just feed him some meatballs down the plate. He could not keep up with the high heater. Again, another K. So I think this is Mark Teixeira at the plate, and I'm giving him another high heater. He is yet to prove that he can hit the high heat, so I'm throwing it again. What is that call? That was strike 3 easily, but the zebra didn't want to give me the call. The umpire with a terrible call up and in didn't give me the strike, but on that pitch, he gave me the K on that one. Tony Gwynn is leading this inning off. 1-2 count. I'm still looking for that first base hit. Getting some solid contact, driving it to left field and almost to the warning track. That's good contact, but just a little bit late. Josh Donaldson is up next, and he is driving one deep, but just getting under that 1-2, almost to the warning track again. So I'm making some pretty decent contact. He hasn't got any Ks yet. I don't even think I mentioned yet that Kershaw was on the mound for this guy. So this was a pitcher's duel 100%, and that would have been a base hit right up the gut if they weren't playing that stupid shift. So I still have no base hits, but yeah, Kershaw was on the mound. This was Battle of the Aces, definitely going to be a pitcher's duel. And another off-speed pitch down in the strike zone to Bryce Harper, I believe, and almost trouble down the line, but Mookie Betts comes up with the catch. So I was pretty much just throwing the high heat for a majority of this game. He was reaching triple digits at points, man. 100 miles per hour. I don't even know what you have to do to keep up with that, but this guy was not sitting on the heater like I mentioned a couple times already. That's what he should have been doing. Russell Martin is leading it off, and you cannot throw a changeup right down the middle and expect to get away with that. That is right down the juice of the plate, and I am hitting that to the moon. That ball hasn't even landed yet, so Mookie Betts is up next and laying one down. That is a perfect bunt. Absolutely perfect bunt, so I'm getting on the board with 2 base hits. Omar Infante stepping up to the plate next, hitting a weak-ass ground ball to the third baseman, but luckily he didn't get the double play. Mookie Betts with the good speed, able to make it to second base. Ozzie Smith, again, coming up to the plate, so I really have no chance in hell of getting a base hit. All I want to do is just get some good contact, sending it to right field. And I'm not even joking, man. I was look at me pounding the advance button. This game is so damn laggy / glitchy. Half the buttons you press half the time, as you see it right there. I am pounding the button to get back to second base, and he was not moving. I have no idea what is going on in this game lately, but it is way too laggy / glitchy, and it's really starting to piss me off because situations like that, I could have driven in an insurance run, and the game didn't want to send me back to second base, apparently. He's finally making some contact, and that is an easy ground out for Infante, getting him on the out. And I'm still wheeling and dealing with Syndergaard on the mound as he gets the K to end the inning. I don't even know how many Ks that is up until this point. I should have done a strikeout count because at certain points, I don't even know how many he had up until the very end. Ichiro up to the plate. And I haven't gotten anything yet from Ichiro in this game, surprisingly enough. The guy is usually money for getting those base hits, and that was just a weak fly out to center field. But Tony Gwynn getting a base hit up the middle. Donaldson can't drive him in, though, even though he was only on first base. Donaldson just hitting a weak ground out to shortstop. So I'm still trying to wheel and deal with Syndergaard. D. Gordon is up to the plate, and man, it doesn't seem like every single person who has D. Gordon just lays down bunts, and they always run it out. I mean, the guy is like 98 speed. I would do the exact same thing, but still, I'm actually thinking about picking up D. Gordon because it is just too damn crazy. Every single person I play with D. Gordon, they just lay down bunts, and they always run it out. But here he's trying to steal second, and that must have been a horrendous jump because that wasn't even a good throw from Martin, it seemed, and I was still able to throw him out. And again, another K. So this is just getting a bit too repetitive. Too many Ks for Syndergaard to even count right now. Not sure what this guy was doing right there. But Prince Fielder should have had a couple hits already up until that point. And Russell Martin, again, that is you hangy. I bangy right over the middle of the plate. That was a curveball, I think, or something off speed right down the middle again. You cannot do that to anybody, man. Mookie Betts again after Martin, getting a base hit up the middle. Syndergaard again making some contact. He wasn't even going down on Ks. I don't even know how many Ks Kershaw had in this game for him, but it was not even close, obviously, to Syndergaard. I think he only had about one strike zone. I think he only had about one strikeout with Kershaw in this game, and it didn't even come till later in this game. But again, there was one down, 1-2 count, a heater away, and that is yet another strikeout. So again, 1-2 count, 2 outs, high cheese, getting another strikeout again. So this is the 8th inning. I'm going all the way with Syndergaard, obviously. Tony Gwynn coming up to the plate after Ichiro wasn't able to get anything. Again, Donaldson up to the plate again and trying to crush the high heat. And Kershaw again on the 0-2 count, 2 down, throwing some high cheese again with the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. I don't even know how I didn't catch up with that, but either way, I'm going out in the top of the 9th, looking to make some history. All I need is 2 strikeouts to set the record, and that is 1. A-Rod down on strikes for the 20th K. So I tie the record for the most strikeouts in MLB history, folks. And next was Buster Posey, I think. And now it is a 0-2 count. There's 1 down. I can make some history. Am I going to make some history? There is the history, folks. That is a new strikeout record with the 21 Ks. But I'm not done yet. I am looking for more. He pinch hit Ichiro for Kershaw. I'm not sure if that was the flashback Ichiro or not, and if it was, I'm not even sure why he wasn't in the game from the very beginning. But yeah, I'm looking for more. I'm looking for the 22nd K, trying to get him with the off-speed pitch down and away. So it's still 0-2. There's 2 down, of course. I'm over 100 pitches, and he's looking at strike 3. 22 strikeouts for Syndergaard. This was not set up. This was a real game, folks. This was not fake. I promise to everything. This was legitimate. 22 Ks for Syndergaard. Absolutely historic.